Audio Jungle.
Crescent Institute of Science and Technology, Dr. M. Raja Hussain, Additional Registrar, Mr. Ilanjarian, former Assistant Commandant, CRPF and Program Director, Public Policy, Dr. Santosh Babu, IAS 1995 batch, Mr. V. Kamaraja, IPS 1987 batch, Mr. Sashikant Senthil, IAS 2009 batch, Professor Ayub Khan, Dean, Science and Humanities. I welcome all of you for this program, the launch of our new program, BA Public Policy. First, I would like to welcome our Vice Chancellor, who is a great support of all the endeavors, who is showing tremendous enthusiasm for starting this BA Public Policy. I welcome Dr. N. Raja Hussain, who is always with us, and especially very, how do you say it, person who is pushing all the items behind this great program. I welcome Mr. Ilanjarian.
Thank you, sir. We are grateful to your words of wisdom. We would now like to felicitate our honor.
Good morning, all of you. Respected Dr. Santosh Babu, Chief Guest of this program, Mr. Sashikant Senthil, Guest of Honor on this program, our Registrar, Professor Azad, our Additional Registrar, Dr. Raja Hussain, Mr. Ilanjarian, Mr. Dr. Ayub Dawood, the Dean School of Social Sciences and Humanities, and our Ganesh Ratnam, and the members of Person Media. So I think we feel happy to talk to the press people when we launch the new program, BA Public Policy, from this academic year 2021 to 22. Our additional registrar has explained about the importance of the program and how it evolved and how the curriculum and syllabus are designed. I would say that the services being rendered by our retired IAS officers in promoting this program is very, very significant, because they know the nuances of the public service and administration, how to prepare the students to become the leaders in the country. I won't say that only IAS, IPS are leaders. We are leaders in all aspects. It may be in the house, it may be in the class, it may be in the school or the college or in our organization. One way or other, we are leader. So the speciality of the program is to inculcate the leadership quality. Actually, in our campus, it is a multidisciplinary campus, the P.S. Abdul Rahman Crescent Institute of Science and Technology. We have engineering program along with the arts and science, law, pharmacy, architecture, management, and so many other disciplines actually. So we give importance for teaching science and engineering, management, and entrepreneurship. But leadership is one of the most important quality everybody requires. Not only the administrator, even the practicing engineer, the scientist, they also should know about the leadership. So this program, so we give importance for the leadership. And this leadership is imparted through mentorship from leading administrators, we will involve them, and we will make the students to engage with the society, so to know the problems and issues associated with the society. A leader can be a good leader once he knows the problems and issues faced by the underprivileged people, actually, the most vulnerable people in the society. He has to learn, he has to know. Then only he can become a true good leader, a benevolent leader. So with these all the things in our mind, we have designed our curricula. And as already mentioned, the main architect behind the designing of the curricula is Mr. Elanjelian, actually. So he has brought in all his experiences, knowledge, everything to develop this curricula. The copy of the curricula is actually with you, actually. If you go through that, isn't it, the important subjects are covered. All important subjects like public policy, administration, history, geography, and anything, the psychology, ethics, discipline. They are all involved, actually. So if you want to become a leader, the other important aspect is it should be a disciplined one, isn't it? So we teach discipline, we want to teach discipline, not only teaching, so we want the students to practice, actually. And similarly the ethics. When we say ethics, it is the integrity, the empathy, and the resilience. So these three important characters are imparted to the students, particularly during the pandemic. You know that the empathy is very, very important, taking care of our neighbors, other people. And the resilience, isn't it? With the resilience only, we have overcome the pandemic. Isn't it? Our society, our people have sufficient resilience. And of course, overall, we should be honest, isn't it? So these qualities will be imparted during this program, so they will become true leaders. And our campus is highly suited for that. At that point, I want to stress upon that. So if you have visited or if you are going to visit, you will see that it is a very clean and green campus, a very healthy campus, actually. So we can tide over the crisis of the pandemic because of maintenance of a very clean and green campus. So that helps us, actually. And our students also enjoy the environment, the ambience. And not only multidisciplinary in nature, we offer programs on the emerging areas. So emerging areas, all of you know that the artificial intelligence, everybody now talks about artificial intelligence, data science, Internet of Things, cyber security, and so on. So the BA Public Policy student, while he is graduating, actually, he will come to know about all these emerging areas. He will interact with the students and the faculty. So you become a fully developed personality. And when he takes up some administrative position, the exposure to the emerging technology will stand in good stead for him. So I would say that the program is well designed, the campus is also well suited to offer the program, and I request the press people actually to take the message to nook and corner of our country so that the students, the prospective students and the parents to come to know about the importance, significance and the relevance of the program, and they are getting benefited out of that. And the main purpose of offering this kind of program is, of course, to make our country Atmanirbhar Bharat, the self-reliant India. So this is our main objective. Only leaders can make it. So we want to produce good leaders, so they will make our country self-reliant. So we will all join together to achieve the objective of making our country very strong.
Honorable Vice Chancellor, respected Registrar, respected Additional Registrar, my colleague Mr. Elanjelian, respected guest Dr. Santosh Babu and Mr. Shashikant Sindhi, my colleague Ganesh, who is organizing this event. On behalf of the School of Social Science and Humanities, I extend a warm welcome to all the press peoples who have accepted our invitation in a very short notice. So everyone will be wondering that for a program called BA Public Policy, it's an ordinary BA only. Why there is a necessity to have a press meet and to take this message at a larger scale? Because let me confess here that this program is a brainchild of our management. And you know pretty well that any state to flourish, we need leaders. So we need policy makers. So with that background, only we, that put a lot of efforts in starting this program. Actually, our management, is very famous for its philanthropic work, and it is one way of extending our community service to the same generation. And moreover, you know that any state to be developed, we need leaders. And as a press people, you know that how many students are aspiring for the IAS in Tamil Nadu? Very few. Whereas if you can take the neighboring states, there are a lot of coaching centers, a lot of students who know that their priority is to enter into this premier position, the IAS, IPS, etc. So what is the focus behind and the main objective of this program is, we want our students, the students especially from the Tamil Nadu, should have a sizable that representation in the group 1 services. Over and above, that everybody should get at least that represent in the government job, whether it may be a Tamil Nadu Public Service Commission or a UPSC or whatever it may be. I have served in so many that interview panel where that recruiting the probationary officers for bank as well as for administrative officers in insurance companies, where that I could able to find only a very few will come for interview for these probationary officers as well as for the insurance, because our students' main focus is to go abroad and do some engineering courses or to the medical courses, etc. But when compared with this engineering and the medical courses, these the government job has today become very attractive one with a high salary and a high pay packages, which this information is very lacking among our students. So that we start discussing about this program because our management has initiated this one. So for the last 6 months, that we had a lot of deliberations and discussion how to take out this program. So on behalf of the department, I would like to thank all the administrative officers who have contributed so many ideas and input to us how to take out. So it cannot be equated with an ordinary BA program. So it is a result-oriented program, and I must really thank our director, Ilanjelian sir, also, because he has toiled a lot in framing the services. And because my background is a commerce and management, even as our Vice Chancellor pointed out, that any program in Crescent is always innovative. You can say, for example, the BCom program which we are offering. All the BCom program we have integrated with the foreign professional bodies, so that our students should, that should be totally different when compared to other ordinary BCom graduates. In that way, we have that tie up with all the foreign universities as well as with the foreign professional bodies. And we are offering even a BCom and BBA program in our institutions. And even our BA English program, honors program, we have tied up with the Cambridge University, and most of, that 80% of the syllabus is what was taught in Cambridge University is what we are adhering in the Crescent campus. So regarding to this BA Public Policy, the primary aim here is that our students from the Tamil Nadu should have an awareness, should come forward and say that this should not be the last resort to try for the IAS and IPS. They should say this should be their priority. So they should come forward and they should appear for the IAS and IPS. In turn, when we have more representation from the Tamil Nadu in this, the committed IAS and IPS, naturally, that our state will also grow.
All the friends who have gathered here, it's my immense pleasure to welcome you all here. Because I understand it's a very busy schedule, and you are our windows to the world. And if you understand that